Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to today's education based Indiana High School Athletic Association Varsity Boys Basketball. Tonight's radio coverage is made possible through audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO, that's Rob Kendall. Rob Kendall providing internet radio access for the listening ear. We do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention we are at Tipton High School. Tipton High School final regular season game on the season. I'll take that back. I think Lewis Cass. We'll double check that. Yes, Lewis Cass is at Tipton. That's going to be the next game on the agenda. That'll be on Tuesday. So we'll mention tonight in the gym is Lafayette Jeff. Lafayette Jeff. Broncos make their way over from Lafayette High School to battle with the Tipton Blue Devils. The captains are just now meeting at half court with the officials. And we're looking for a good ball game tonight. We'll mention last night. Last night was a good one. It was over at Twin Lakes High School. I will mention that leading scorer for the Blue Devils is Peyton Aller. As of last night, a 15.9 average per game last night. He went for 30 points in the loss, 69-67 to the Indians. Also last night, in the ball game, Isaac Cumberhouse, senior, averaging 3.5 a game last night. He got 17. So we look for those guys to sharpen up and then play well again tonight. We'll mention a little bit about each school. First, we'll talk about the visiting team on the scoreboard. Visiting team on the scoreboard, the Lafayette Jet Broncos. Their school was founded in 1912. They have a school enrollment of 2,034. They're in Class 4A, sectional number 7. We'll mention back in Lafayette, Jeff Broncos High School. They have a seating capacity in their gymnasium of 6,690. I think it might have been about 8-10 years ago. Put Me in Sports was there for a semi-state ball game. It was between Newcastle, Coach Daniel Cox. I really enjoy Coach Daniel Cox. I hope he rebounds somewhere. And they were going against Culver Academy. And Newcastle, I think they got a lead. And late in the first half, they might have went to halftime with a lead, but they didn't leave the gym with the win. Culver Academy went on, won that game, and then won the state. That was that Lafayette Jeff semi-state, a great place to do a ball game. And we'll mention Class 4A, sectional number 7. There are just 4 teams in that sectional, and they are Harrison High School. They are the Raiders. They're currently 5-17. Kokomo, the Wildcats, in that sectional. They're 15-6. Lafayette Jeff, the Broncos, in that sectional. They're 14-7. And the McCutcheon Mavericks, in that sectional, they are 8-12. While we're talking about sectionals, we'll go ahead and remind you tomorrow, the IHSAA Sectional Pairing Show. That's tomorrow, February 22nd. It's going to be an evening festivity. It'll start at 6 p.m. It'll be a 2-hour show. It will be hosted by Greg Rickstraw and Kyle Neddenreich. You can capture that game streaming. It will be streaming live, and you can only pick it up on the stream. It'll be exclusively provided on IHSAATV.org. You can catch it on the radio broadcast. It will be simulcast. You'll hear the same thing without a picture. And you can pick that up on any of the Champions Network in the IHSAA. And you can go to after the show, probably later that night, definitely the next day, you can go to IHSAA.org and you can see all of the pairings that took place the night before. So that tomorrow, sectional pairing show, pretty big thing, and we'll mention that sectional. Sectionals will start on March the 3rd, and they will run through March the 28th. So that's the tournament. This is going to be the 116th annual IHSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament. And we'll continue. We'll mention Lafayette Jeff. Their principal is Mr. Mark Preston. The athletic director is Justin Gardner. I actually met Justin Gardner in his first year. He was over at Twin Lakes High School. Stood there and talked with him, with Coach Mitch Street, for just a little bit. And we'll mention the athletic secretary. She was most instrumental for putting me in sports. We are thankful for Stephanie Pinson. And I will mention she is the athletic administrator assistant. And the athletic trainers, there are two of them. One, Jeff Clevenger, the other one, Billy Swift. Lafayette Jeff High School, located at 1801 South 18th Street, Lafayette, Indiana, 47905. You can reach them by phone by dialing 765 772 4700. On the web, their athletic website is broncoathletics.com. And we spell Bronco, BRONCHO. That's broncoathletics.com. They wear the collars red and black. They perform in the North Central Conference. There are 6 teams in the North Central, and we'll start from the top to the bottom. We'll mention Kokomo. They're at number 1. They're 4-1 in the conference. They're 15-6 overall. Followed up by Anderson. The Indians are 3-2, 13-7 overall. Muncie Central. The Bearcats are also 3-2. They're 10-9 overall. Lafayette Jeff. The Broncos are 2-3, 14-7 overall. The Marion Giants. They are 2-3. They're 5-14 overall. The Richmond Red Devils are 1-4, 6-18 overall. As mentioned, Lafayette Jeff Broncos currently 14 wins, 7 losses, 2-3 in the North Central Conference. Offensive output per game average in 21 games, they average 61.6 points per game. They give up an average of 54 points. Their head coach is Coach Mark Barnheiser. Coach Mark Barnheiser, working in year number 8 at Lafayette Jeff High School, 144 wins, 53 losses. He's working in year number 42 overall, 580 wins, 383 losses. That's 963 games. Coach Barnheiser has coached varsity basketball in the state of Indiana. He's been at Eastern Green. He was at Eastern Green 3 years. If you didn't know, JMV, John Michael Vincent, he went to school at Eastern Green High School. And then he was at Perry Meridian for a little bit. That's Coach Barnheiser. And I will mention that JMV's wife was a principal in the Perry Meridian school system. He was there, Coach Barnheiser there at Perry Meridian, 9 years. Elkhart Memorial, 8 years. Hammond Gavitt, 1 year. And he has completed 7 years here at Lafayette Jeff High School, working in year number 8. Next game on the agenda for Lafayette Jeff going to happen this coming Thursday, February 26th. 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity. It will be Class 1A, Sectional 57, Indianapolis Tinley Tigers. They will be at Class 4A, Sectional 7, Lafayette Jeff Broncos. And that will be the final regular season game for the Broncos. Now we'll talk a little bit about the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, their school was founded in 1962. They've got a gym capacity right here of 3,050. They have a school enrollment of 454. They're in Class 2A, Sectional 39. There are 6 in their sectional. Their sectional lines up like this. Tipton Blue Devils, they're currently 5 wins, 14 losses. We'll mention the Elwood Panthers, currently 10 wins, 12 losses. Taylor Titans, 14 wins, 7 losses. Frankton, the Eagles are 16 wins, 5 losses. Sheridan Blackhawks, 17 wins, 3 losses. And the Lapel Bulldogs, will be the opponent for the Tipton Blue Devils. And next Thursday, they are currently 15 wins, 5 losses. The principal at Tipton High School is Mr. Craig Leach. The athletic director is Mr. Colin Quinn. The athletic trainer is Burke Imps. Tipton High School, located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can dial them by phone at 765-675-7431. On the web, their athletic website is tiptonathletics.com. They wear the collars blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. Final standings. As of last night, we'll mention West Lafayette got the win. They won the conference outright. Number one, they defeated Logansport on Thursday, 69-54. And Logansport finishes in second place. Benton Central, the Bison, third place finisher. They defeated Western 73-68. And number 5 this year, Hamilton Heights, defeated Central Catholic 70-45. And the Twin Lakes Indians got the win last night. They eked one out against the Tipton Blue Devils 69-67. Rensselaer Central defeated Whiting last night 73-68. The head coach of the Blue Devils, Mr. Tommy Newton, 5-14, working in year number 1. They finished 1-2 in the Hoosier Conference East. Offensively, 51 points per game average. Defensively, they've given up 55.5. The next game on the agenda going to happen this Tuesday, the 24th. Lewis Taft Kings will be here with the Tipton Blue Devils. We're going to stand at attention for our national anthem. Our national anthem, if you did not hear it, that was an electric guitar played by one of the students here at Tipton High School. I don't know if it was him, Eddie Van Halen, or Mark Knopfler, but it sounded good. We're going to talk right now. We're going to mention the starting lineups for both teams. We'll mention the Lafayette Jets Broncos, the visiting team on the scoreboard. They'll start with number 0. He's 5'8". He's a junior. 12.4 points per game average. Trayshawn Baker. We have permission to call him Trey. Running number 1. He's 5'10". He's a senior. 16.6 points per game average. That leads everybody in tonight's ball game. That is Christian Olson. We have permission to call him Chris. Running number 4. 6'6" senior. 16 points a game. Gavin Pritzel. Webbing number 15, 6-foot sophomore, 3.4 points per game average. Drew Gibson. Webbing number 22, he's 6'5". He's a senior, 8.6 a game. That's Aiden H. The head coach is Coach Mark Barnheiser. Now, for the Tipton Blue Devils, Wearing number 2, 6'2". He's a junior. He got 30 points last night at Twin Lake. The average is 15.9. That is Peyton Aller. Wearing number 11. He's 6 feet tall. He's a junior. 1.2 points per game average. That's Owen Fidel. Wearing number 21. 6'8" junior. 10.2 points per game average. 6.9 rebounds per game average. That's Grayson McFalls. Wearing number 22. 6'2" freshman. 7.2 points per game average. Kellen Williams. And wearing number 32. 6'4" senior. He got 17 last night. 4.2 rebounds per game. He's averaging 3.5. That's Isaac Humrickhouse, the head coach for the Tipton Blue Devils, is Coach Tommy Newton. They're going to jump it up right now. It's going to be Grayson McFalls for Tipton at 6'8". Where's number 21? Jumping up for Lafayette Jeff. Going to be number 22, 6'5" senior, Aiden H. Comes a toss. Toss is good. Get to the front court with the basketball. Lafayette Jeff Broncos. First possession. Outside of the basketball, moving it. Out top, working the basketball. Trey Baker. They're working around the perimeter. Outside left, working back outside. Touches hands briefly. Drew Gibson. They're working left side. It's number 1, Chris Olson, leading scorer for the Broncos. Outside the arc, going to take a three-point shot. Left elbow extended. Shot wouldn't go. That shot taken by number, double check that, number 0. That was Trey Baker. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Tipton. Tipton in the front court, lost the handle. Going to give the basketball up, going back the other direction. Uncontested. Left-handed layup. Good. Trey Baker for 2. Peyton Aller bringing it to the timeline. They cross the timeline, slow approach. He'll bounce it out top. Isaac Humrickhouse. Left side, Owen Spidell. He'll bounce it in. Baseline. Grayson McFalls. Kicks it back out. Three-point shot, long off the rim. Way to go for Owen Spidell. Rebound. Lafayette Jeff to the front court of the basketball. Ray Baker on the dribble out top. He'll dish off. Gavin Pritzel will bring the ball back outside. Moves it around. Christian Olson now to the corner. They're working back in, elbow, left side. Moving the basketball, that's 22, Aiden H. They're working inside, couldn't get the shot, got his own board. Going to bounce it back in to go off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. That was Trey Baker. Kick a shot in the paint, land of the trees. Trey Baker just 5'8". Ball goes out of bounds, last touched in the front court by the Broncos. Going to belong to Tipton. 6:26 left. We're in the first quarter. 2-0 contest. Lafayette Jeff in front with the basketball. Crossing the timeline. Number 0, Trey Baker. Out top, three-point shot in the air. Good. Credit the bucket. Number 15, Drew Gibson. Drew Gibson working on those three-point shots. It's a 5-0 contest. Blue Devils in the front court. On the dribble, crossover. Peyton Aller back out top. Isaac Humrickhouse. Left corner, he'll bring it back out. Kellen Williams. Free throw line, picks up the dribble. He'll dish off. Three-point shot. Grayson McFalls. Right elbow extended. Wouldn't go. Rebound for the Broncos to the front court. Trey Baker moves it left side with the basketball. Drew Gibson. They'll go baseline with it. Triple threat available. Aiden H. He'll kick it back out. Shot in the air. Good. Number 4, Gavin Pritzel. 43% from three-point land. It's an 8-0 contest. Blue Devils in the front court. The screen right there, Grayson McFalls. Peyton Aller gets the ball back from Owen Spidell. Three-point shot off the glass. Peyton Aller. Don't know if he was calling glass, but it doesn't matter. That bank is open. So in the front court. First 3 points on the board for Tipton. Peyton Aller. It's an 8-3 contest. Lafayette Jeff by 5. In the front court, moving it out top of the basketball. Christian Olson. Chris Olson works it right side. Trey Baker gives the ball up. That's Gavin Pritzel. He'll go baseline, drive in off the glass, couldn't get it. Rebound, Tipton, Isaac Humrickhouse. Outlet, Peyton Aller crosses the timeline. Bounce pass out top. Grayson McFalls giving him defensive threat right there was Aiden H. Grayson maintains the dribble. Outside the arc, three-point shot short off the rim. As Isaac Humrickhouse got his own board. Going to take a little bit of a shuffle step. Couldn't nail the jump stop. Going to get a traveling violation. Going to give it back to the Broncos. 4:35, clock moving, first quarter, 8-3 contest. Lafayette Jeff in front. Out top of the basketball, it's number 15, Drew Gibson. Guarding him is Kellen Williams. The pass at right side, Gavin Pritchell. He's being guarded by Isaac Cumminghouse. He'll take a shot out top. 3-point shot, good. Number 1, Chris Olson for 3. He's shooting 49% 3-point land. I've got him down here for 67 for 137. It's a lot of 3-point shots. 49% is more than exceptional. Blue Devils in the front court with the basketball, Grayson McFalls. He'll hand the ball off, Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller going to drive the lane. He'll back his way in, turn around jumper in the paint, rims around, win go, rebound, Isaac Cumminghouse. They get it back out, Kellen Williams. Williams going to be guarded there by Trey Baker. There's going to be a foul whistle on the baseline near the paint right there, and they're going to whistle this on Trey Baker. He'll pick up his first foul in the contest, and that will be the first foul in this contest. They work the ball inside alley-oop play. Wouldn't go that time for Peyton Aller. Back to the front court off the glass. Shot wouldn't go. That was Aiden H. Blue Devils with the rebound to the front court. Kellen Williams. He'll work it inside. Trying to get it into Grayson. It's deflected back out. And Kellen Williams regathers the basketball. They'll work a baseline. Isaac Cumminghouse working across the lane there. Baseline back to Grayson McFalls. And he'll restart the offense. He'll get the ball back out. Near the center circle, Peyton Aller on the dribble. Peyton Aller being guarded there by Drew Gibson. Outside the arc, 3-point shot. Kellen Williams. Shot wouldn't go. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by Lafayette Jeff. So ball's going to be brought in left of the bucket near the baseline. It's on the baseline near the corner. It's going to be brought in by Owen Spidell. He'll bounce it in. Peyton Aller back to the corner. Owen Spidell, he'll work it inside off the glass. Grayson McFall, shot wouldn't go. Rebound, number 4, Gavin Pritchell. Pritchell to the front court. Outside the arc, he'll work it back out top with the basketball. Pritchell will launch a 3. Short off the mark, wouldn't go. Rebound, Aiden H. They go into paint, he'll drive it in. Couldn't get the shot, but the rebound putback is good. Number 4, Gavin Pritchell, 6'6" senior. 2-point bucket, it's 13-3. Driving the basketball in the front court. Blue Devils, they go off the glass. Peyton Aller will get the bucket, and he got fouled. He'll shoot one more. So they're going to whistle this foul on Lafayette Jeff, number 22, Aiden H. Aiden H is 6'5" senior. So 3-point play opportunity. Peyton Aller, shot in the air, rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for, goes out of bounds, last touch by Tipton. Isaac Cumminghouse hustling to the corner. 2:28 on the game clock. We're in the first quarter. It's 13-5. Lafayette Jeff by 8. With the ball in the front court on the dribble, Trey Baker. Out top to move it left side. We're going to Chris Olson. Now back out top, Drew Gibson. Drew Gibson works it left side. Olson's going to dribble in. They'll get it back to Gavin Pritchell. He'll spin his way at the right elbow. He'll float one in the paint, and he got the bucket. Had some rhythm on that. 2-point bucket for Gavin Pritchell. 15-5. 10-point advantage for the Broncos. 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Working the ball left side, Kellen Williams will dribble. He'll stop the free throw line, dish off. Owen Spidell. Spidell fakes a pass to the corner and goes on in. Layup. Owen Spidell for 2. In the ball game for Tipton is number 33, Zach Ridgway. Zach Ridgway guarding the basketball outside. That's Aiden H. Driving the lane, Chris Olson. Chris Olson going to try the alley-oop shot. I should say the underhanded scoop shot. He got fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be whistled on Isaac Cumminghouse. Cumminghouse picks up his first. Team foul number 1 at the free throw line for Lafayette Jeff. Christian Olson, first shot, good. Olson shooting 73% at the free throw line back in the game for Tipton. I should say first time tonight. Number 4, Quinn Smith taking a breather. It was Owen Spidell. Second shot also good for Chris Olson. 17-7, back to a 10-point advantage for the Broncos. In the front court on the dribble, Peyton Aller. To the corner, 3-point shot, rims off long. That shot taken by Isaac Cumminghouse. Rebound, Aiden H. They'll get it to the front court. Chris Olson now back to Trey Baker. Trey Baker on the dribble out top, being guarded there by Quinn Smith. Screened off. Chris Wilson, I should say Chris Olsen drives a lane. Finger roll is good for Olsen. It's 19-7. Broncos in front. We're under a minute, 58 seconds. Clock moving. Free throw line picked up the dribble. Kellen Williams back out top. Quinn Smith, right side behind the arc, shot in the air. Good. Nothing but net. Peyton Aller for three. 19-10 contest. Broncos by 9. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Out top of the basketball. That's Pitzel. Gavin Pitzel on the dribble. They're working down low. They go off the glass. The cutter. And got the bucket. Credit the bucket. Number 1, Chris Olsen for 2. 23 seconds left. 21-10. Broncos by 11. Still in the first quarter. 17 seconds left. Blue Devils in the front court. Near the center circle is Quinn Smith. He'll drive the lane. There's going to be a foul whistle. They're going to whistle a foul on number 0, Trey Baker. He's going to pick up his second foul here in the first quarter. Coach Barnheiser going to go to his bench in a hurry, and he got to check in. Coach Mark Roberts reminds him to check in. That is number 5 in the ballgame, Kean Thomas. He's a 6'2 senior. And Trey Baker sets down with 2 fouls. They'll work the ball in. Zach Ridgway. Work it back out. Quinn Smith. Now, Peyton Aller, 3-point shot, rims off. Rebound, Zach Ridgway. Tracks it down the corner. Shot on the last shot of the buzzer. That was Isaac Cumbercow. Couldn't get it. And that'll complete quarter number 1. At the end of the first quarter, Lafayette Jeff Broncos, 21. Tipton Blue Devils, 10. And we'll talk about basketball games happening tonight in each conference. First, we'll talk about the Hoosier Athletic Conference. There are 6 games scheduled tonight here on Saturday, the 21st of February. All 6 games have 7:30 start times. The Delphi Oracles are at Twin Lakes Indians tonight. Hamilton Heights Huskies are at Jay County. The Patriots tonight. Central Catholic Knights are at the Crawfordsville team right there. And Lewis Cass, the Kings. That's the next opponent for Tipton. That'll be on Tuesday. Lewis Cass tonight are at Western. West Lafayette tonight are at the Lebanon Tigers. Lafayette Jeff right here with the Tipton Blue Devils. So alternate possession arrow, going to give it to Tipton. Opening tip went to the Broncos. There has been no tie-ups. There's been no jump balls here in the first quarter. They'll begin their second quarter. 21-10, Broncos in front. Going to be brought in by Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith be trying to get the ball into Peyton Aller. Finally does. Then they call a holding foul. Holding foul, playing defensively tight, was Kean Thomas. He came in late in the first quarter. Right there for Trey Baker. As Trey Baker picked up his second foul. So ball brought in. So Peyton Aller going to bring it through the timeline. It'll be picked up at half court by number 5, Kean Thomas. They'll get the ball elbow. Right side, Zach Ridgway. Back to Peyton Aller. Jace Clark in the ball game for Tipton. He's a senior. Wears number 40. Jace Clark shooting around 30% from three-point land. Looking the ball in. Quinn Smith lost the handle. It's going to be taken away by number 1, Chris Olsen. Going back the other direction. Off the glass. He'll give the ball up. 2-point bucket good for Lafayette Jeff. Gavin Pritzel. 23-10. Crossing the timeline. Blue Devils. Peyton Aller works the right side. Jace Clark. He'll track it down in the front court. Probably could have went to the back court. He elected to just tightrope that 10-second line and secure the basketball. Owen Spidell on the dribble. He'll hand off. Peyton Aller in the paint, off the glass. Shot went to go. Rebound, Aiden H. for the Broncos. Outside the arc, 3-point shot in the air, rims out long. Traced his own rebound down. That was Drew Gibson. He'll dish it back out. Gavin Pritzel tries a 3. Couldn't get it. Rebound, Kean Thomas. The Broncos going to have a third opportunity here in the front court on this possession. 6:40 on the game clock. Outside the arc, Gavin Pritzel. He'll drive the lane. Left-handed floater. Got it. Gavin Pritzel for 2. 6:30 left here in the second quarter. We're going to see a sub check in for Lafayette Jeff next dead ball. It'll be number 11, Avery, and we'll check that out in a moment. In the front court, Jace Clark picks up the dribble, left elbow extended. He'll bounce it in, trying to get into Zach Ridgway. Sticking his hand in there, tipping the ball away. Gets a steal. That's Aiden H. in the front court of the basketball. The Broncos out top, left elbow extended. They'll bring him back out. Reset the offense. Back pedal dribble near the center circle. That's number 1, Chris Olson. He'll take a shot. Left elbow extended. 3-point shot. Good for Olson. 28-10. Going to be a timeout on the floor. The Blue Devils call a timeout. And entering the ballgame for Lafayette Jeff is number 11, Avery Hanrahan. I should say Hanrahan. There we go, Hanrahan. And he's in the ballgame now. So 5:48 left here in the quarter. 28-10. Lafayette Jeff in front. Lafayette Jeff belongs to the North Central Conference. There are 4 games tonight in the North Central. Early game was a 6 o'clock game. Fort Wayne Northside was at Kokomo. The other 3, 7:30 starts. Anderson Indians at Heritage Christian. And 7:30 start. Pendleton Heights at Muncie Central tonight. And the last 7:30 start right here, Lafayette Jeff. Here with the Tipton Blue Devils. And I'll mention Coach Mark Barnheiser has a son coaching. He's the junior varsity coach. It's Braxton Barnheiser. He played basketball at college right there at Rollins College, ward number 44. His other son played at Northwestern. That's Brooks Barnheiser. He is currently playing basketball in the NBA for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Who is number 23. Check him out. He'll be 24 next month. Not too far away, March the 2nd. In the front court with the basketball. We're going to right side, and that was Kellen Williams. They're going to call him for a traveling violation. A little bit of a push there. He was fortunate to get the travel before the push. He was working against 22 Aiden H. at 6'5". So crossing the timeline with the basketball. Stationary dribble near the center court. That's number 1, Christian Olson. They'll work it left side. Kean Thomas back to Olson. Now back behind the arc, left side, Avery Hanrahan. And they'll take a 3-point shot outside the paint right there. That's outside the 3-point line. Shot taken by number 4, Gavin Fritzel. Wouldn't go. Going to be a rebounding foul. Going to pick up his second foul in the contest. He has not played a lot of minutes, probably about 3 minutes total in this game. He's got 2 fouls. That's Kean Thomas, 6'2" senior in the front court. Owen Spidell working it back around. Grayson McFall. Kellen Williams back to Grayson. Grayson on the dribble. He's got an opening to the path to the basket. Couldn't get the layup. Rebound out of there. Gavin Pritzel for the Broncos. Front court. Chris Olson. He kick it back out. Pritzel. He'll try a 3. Left of center. 3-point shot. Good for Pritzel. Pritzel on the season shooting 43% from 3-point land. 4.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. 31-10. Broncos in front. We're going to back out top. Grayson McFall. Right side, Isaac Cumrickhouse. To the corner. Kellen Williams will dribble. They're going to call a goal chin. He got it on the way up. It might have been on the way down on the descension. But I think maybe in a pro game, they would have let that play go. It's got to be a goaltending where he would pin it to the backboard or get it on the way down. That was a close one, so Kellen Williams is going to get credit for that basket. In the front court, Chris Olson back out top. Gavin Pritzel. I do know a Chris Wilson. That's causing me difficulty with Olson. Baseline jumper would go Gavin Pritzel. Rebound out there, Grayson McFalls. Ill outlet, Peyton Aller. Aller going to work it right side. Near the corner, working against him is Kean Thomas. He'll dribble around and go into paint. He'll float one up, get the bucket. They'll count that one, and he'll shoot one more. So Peyton Aller picking up where he left off last night with those 30 points. So Peyton Aller going to shoot one more. That foul whistle, that second foul whistle on 22, Aiden H. Shot in the air, 3-point play, good. Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller has 11 points here in the first half. 3:38 left here in the second quarter. Crossing the timeline, Chris Olsen. He'll work it right side. It's number 11, Avery Hanrahan. He'll take a three. It'll short off the mark. Wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Isaac Cumminghouse. Outlet. Right side, Peyton Aller to the front court. On the dribble. Out top, he'll launch a three straight away. Wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Picked up by Kean Thomas. For the Broncos, he'll work it right side. Outside the arc. 3-point shot. Good. Lafayette Jeff, number 1, Chris Olsen. As mentioned, 49% from three-point land. He shot nearly 150 shots behind the arc. 34-15. Blue Devils on the drive. Spin move in the paint. 12-footer. Good. Turnaround jumpers. Peyton Aller for two more. 2:45 on the game clock. We're at left side. Moving back ball. Kean Thomas to the corner. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Avery Hanrahan back the other direction. Kellen Williams. He'll hand the ball off. Dakota Garman in the ball game for Tipton. Where's number 15, a 6'3" junior. Outside the top of the key. 3-point shot wouldn't go for Grayson McFalls. Ball's Caroms. Ball's bounced around. Picked up by Aiden H. He'll go in the paint. Float one up. Couldn't get it. Rebound putback is good. Gavin Pritzel gets the bucket. 2:13 left. 36-17 contest. Entering the ball game for Lafayette Jeff is number 55, Stephen Dean. Stephen Dean, a 6'6" junior. He got some activity in the JV contest. He's here in the varsity contest right now. 2:12 left here in the second quarter. Clock moving. Blue Devils cross the timeline. Peyton Aller. We're going to get him. Kean Thomas. Spin move. In the paint. Floater good. Peyton Aller for two more. 36-19. 1:55. Clock moving. We're in a second quarter. Broncos in front. We're going to back around outside. Kean Thomas now back out near the center circle. Chris Olsen now left side again. Kean Thomas. We're going to back around. Free throw line 15 foot away. Going to bounce it down low. Back out. Chris Olsen. Jumper. 2-point shot good. On the fadeaway, it's 38-19. Broncos by 19. Blue Devils going to cross the timeline at a walk pace. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Back pedal dribble. Working against him is Kean Thomas. They're going to pass it right side. Trying to get it to Isaac. Cumminghouse. Going to be a reach in. Going to be a foul whistled on Lafayette Jeff, number 4, Gavin Pritzel. Pritzel going to get called for the foul. Double check. It might have been just a push out of bounds. It might have been just knocked out of bounds. No foul. And Gavin Pritzel again deflecting the inbound out of bounds, trying to get it in to Peyton Aller. Gavin Pritzel, pretty good athlete. He helped me with names before the game. Ball brought in. Peyton Aller. He'll dish off. Grayson McFalls back to Peyton. He'll go off the glass. He'll get the bucket. And he'll shoot one more. It's going to be his third opportunity for a three-point play here in the first half. Second in the quarter. So he'll get one more. They're going to whistle this foul on number 4, Gavin Pritzel. He has one. Peyton Aller, shot on the way, rims out long, wouldn't go. Rebound, Stephen Dean. He'll outlet to the front court now. Chris Olsen. Olsen on the dribble. He'll go to the corner with it. Gavin Pritzel. Back pedal dribble. Back to Olsen. He'll take a long three. Got it. Left elbow extended. Couple of steps behind the arc. 3-point shot for Chris Olsen. 41-21. Blue Devils trail in the front court with the basketball. Grayson McFalls working his way down. We're going to get him. It's Stephen Dean. Going to be a foul called. Stephen Dean laying over the body of Grayson McFalls. 6'6". Stephen Dean. He's a junior. Working against 6'8". Grayson McFalls. Also a junior. So McFalls going to shoot two. 41-21. First shot short off the mark. Wouldn't go. 43.4 left here in the second quarter. Grayson McFalls will get one more. He's shooting 64%. Second shot on the way. Rims around. Fell out. Rebound, Gavin Pritzel. 40 seconds. Pritzel brings it across the timeline at 6'6". They'll go to the corner with it. Kean Thomas back out. Chris Olsen back pedal. Working it to the center circle. He'll bounce it back in the paint. Shot went to go. Grayson McFalls rejected the shot of Stephen Dean. Ball ends up in the hands of the Blue Devils. Blue Devils in the front court. 20 seconds left. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Working against him is Pritzel. And he'll drive in. Left-handed layup. Wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Controlled by number 11, Avery Hanrahan. They kick it back out. Three-point shot badly missed by Pritzel. But the rebound put back is good by number 5, Kean Thomas. And they have called a technical foul on the floor. Not sure who. They're going to count the bucket. He'll get one more. They'll go with an empty lane. Technical foul whistled on the shooter. It'll be on number 5, Kean Thomas. So Kean Thomas will shoot the foul shot. He'll shoot the foul shot. He'll get one. Then the Blue Devils will shoot 2 at the other end for the technical foul. The left-handed shooter, number 5, Kean Thomas. Shot rings around, wouldn't go. So coach is going to bring Kean Thomas out of the ball game. Wondering what happened. In the ball game for Kean is number 15, Drew Gibson. There's going to be a timeout on the floor. Let's take that back. No timeout. Coach Tommy Newton going to talk with his other 4 players. At the foul line is number 2, Peyton Aller. He'll shoot the 2 technical foul shots. And then the Blue Devils will get the ball out of bounds. First shot, good. We'll get one more. It's a 43-22 contest. Broncos in front. Second shot, also good. So Peyton Aller gets 2 free throws right there in his scoring column. And the Blue Devils will get the ball out of bounds because of the technical foul. 5 seconds left. 43-23. Brought in. Quinn Smith. Toss it in. Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller going to go towards the hoop. Might have dribbled it off the side of his left foot. Goes out of bounds. 3.2 left. Ball's going to be brought in by the Broncos. Gavin Pritzel. Going to inbound the basketball. Three-quarter court. Baseball pass to the front court. Stephen Dean off the glass. Alley-oop play. Quinn Smith. And Quinn Smith didn't get the ball on the floor quick enough to earn the step. It's going to be a traveling violation on Quinn Smith. The ball's going to belong to the Broncos. There is 0.1 seconds on the clock. They can't get a shot off. So they're just going to toss it in. The ref's going to blow the whistle. So there it is. Refs blow the whistle, and they wave it off even before the clock buzzer sounds. So that's going to take us to halftime. 10-minute intermission. Halftime score. Lafayette Jets Broncos 43. Tipton Blue Devils 23. The 10-minute intermission clock. They'll start up here momentarily. We'll mention tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by McCormick Printing Impressions. Before we dive back into action, we want to spotlight a business that's been printing success in our community for more than 50 incredible years. That's McCormick Printing Impressions. From business cards to banners, T-shirts to office supplies, MPI is your local full-service print shop, delivering quality, great service, and creativity in every project. Family owned and operated for more than 2 generations. That's MPI. MPI knows your first impression matters, so they make sure it's a good one. Next time you need something printed with perfection, turn to MPI, because at McCormick Printing Impressions, they don't just print. They help you make your best impression. It's McCormick Printing Impressions in Tipton at 618 Oak Street. Also, we'll mention tonight's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. If you're looking for a financial partner that is as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union. They are North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for lower rates on loans, higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. Join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfurt, and Kokomo. They are there to serve the community. That's Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit them online at encompasscu.org or at any of their convenient locations. Encompass Credit Union. And also bringing you this game tonight is Lisa Stokes Baker, Century 21. You can let Lisa look or let Lisa list. Lisa specializes in residential and corporate relocations. Lisa now does complimentary staging. You can list with Lisa, and Lisa will stop in, make sure your home looks like a model home, because that will be right out of a magazine, and Lisa will help you sell your home quicker. She is a hard worker. To contact Lisa Stokes Fair by phone or by text message, you can reach her at 317 513 4086. Again, her number is 317 513 4086. That's Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21 Seat Company. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is being brought to you by Kokomo Auto World. Kokomo Auto World. This game is sponsored by Coach Chad Wett at Kokomo Auto World. Coach Wett was a high school basketball coach in Indiana, central Indiana, for more than 30 years. And he has now turned his attention to selling you your next new Toyota, Honda, or pre-owned vehicle. Kokomo Auto World. Kokomo Auto World had been serving this basketball-rich region for over 50 years. And now together, Coach Wett and Kokomo Auto World can meet all of your car and truck buying needs. Call Kokomo Auto World today at 765 453 4111. Again, that's 765 453 4111. And you can ask for Coach Wett. Say what just got a text from my dad. I'm gonna read it. It says, "Hi AJ. If my memory is good, Mark Barnheiser graduated from Lapel High School. His father is John Barnheiser, and he graduated from Jackson Central High School, which is now Hamilton Heights. John's father was Dallas Barnheiser, who lived just north of the Indiana Academy Fieldhouse, and right there in Cicero on 19. And he said, my dad says, he believes this is correct. I'll bet you it is correct. My dad don't forget nothing. So thank you for the text. And I hope Mr. Barnheiser gets to hear what I just read that you wrote. He's quite a gentleman. And we'll also mention tonight's broadcast is being brought to you in part by Los Portales Mexican Restaurant. You can join them for elegant dining. They're located not too far away from your route home. That is Los Portales Mexican Restaurant. They have exquisite Mexican menu. You can dine in or carry out. You can reach them by phone at 765 675 2383. Again, 765 675 2383. And I will mention they have multiple televisions right there in the restaurant. They have plenty of them. You can watch whatever game you're hoping to watch. I'm sure they'll change the channel for you. You can visit them there at 848 East Jefferson Street, Tipton. It's pretty close to Ace Hardware. And I'll mention that they support Tipton High School sports and surrounding areas such as Christ Central. And they've done that since they've established in 2009. And they want me to let you know they have a restaurant in Greentown, Indiana. El Patron Mexican restaurant in Greentown at 204 East Main Street. We thank them for supporting basketball here at Tipton High School. And I would mention last night we did mention Class 2A ranking. They've changed just a little bit. We'll try to run through these quickly. Paoli Rams, they're now 20-0. Number 2, it's Oak Hill. Golden Eagles, 19-1. Westview Warriors, number 3 at 20-1. Number 4, Park Heritage, the Wolves, 18-4. Number 5, Centerville Bulldogs, 19-2. Number 6, Bremen Lions, they did fall last night. They're now 18-3. Bremen Lions girls, I think they're still going. Keith Baxter keeps me in tune with those girls games. He went today, but 5:30. He told me he's aching right there. But we'll also mention that number 7, Triton Central Tigers, 18-3. Number 8, Gary 21st Central, 12-6. Number 9, Linton Stockton, the Miners are 18-4. Number 10, Christina Crusaders, 16-6. Number 11, Shenandoah, the Raiders are 16-4. They lost last night. Number 12, Frankton Eagles, they also lost their game. They dropped to 16-5. They fell to Alexandria, 66-47. Number 13, Winnemac Warriors, they're now 18-3. And the Lapel Bulldogs at number 14 are 15-5. And we'll try to get through these 4A rankings. 4A rankings as of this Monday, the 16th. At number 1, Fishers Tigers, 22-0. Number 2, Crown Point, 18-1. Number 3, Pike Red Devils, 20-3. Number 4, Mount Vernon, the Marauders are 20-3. Number 5, Plainfield Quakers are 21-2. Number 6, Northridge, 20-1. Number 7, Lawrence North, 17-4. Number 8, Terre Haute North, 19-3. Also at number 8 is Carmel, 14-5. At number 10, South Bend St. Joe, they are 18-4. Number 11, Fort Wayne South. Fort Wayne South was an opponent for Tipton over the Christmas break. Tipton only gave up a loss there, 15 points. That's all that separated, and that's a pretty good game for Tipton. And also at number 12, 2 teams tied at number 12. New Albany, they're 15-5, and Hamilton Southeastern, 13-9. So they're getting ready for second half right here. Clock rolling down. 15-second buzzer getting ready to sound. There it is. Both teams out on the surface getting ready for second half. 43-23. Ball's going to be brought in. Ball possession. It's going to get to Lafayette Jeff. It's going to be brought in by number 4, Gavin Fritzel. 6'6" senior. And they put 8 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Second half. Across it in, uncontested. See the timeline, number 0, Trey Baker. He's 2 fouls. He's back in the game. They work at left side. Touch hands briefly. Drew Gibson. Back to Trey Baker. Now back to Gibson. Behind the arc, he'll launch a 3. Long off the mark, wouldn't go. Rebound, Isaac Cumley-House. Isaac Cumley-House, as you know, 4.2 rebounds per game. He's likely got that by now. On the dribble, Grayson McFalls. 3-point shot, Peyton Aller got it. Couple of steps behind the arc. Left elbow extended. Peyton Aller for 3. Peyton has 22 in the ball game. We've got 7:22 left in the third. Jump shot, foul line, good. Trey Baker for 2. 45-26, 19-point advantage for the Broncos. Ball's in the hands. Kellen Williams in the paint. They'll float one up. Couldn't get the bucket, but the rebound putback is good. That was Isaac Cumley-House for 2. As mentioned, Isaac got 17 last night at Twin Lakes, averaging just 3.5 points a game. Isaac Cumley-House, as you know, his brother, Ben Cumley-House, played at Tipton, He's now playing for the Illinois Illini. Ben Humrichhouse wears number 3. 6:40 on the game clock. Third quarter clock. Deep in the front court. Hesitation dribble. Number 1, Chris Olsen. They kick it outside. 3-point shot. Good. 15. Drew Gibson. Gibson working on the 3 shot. 48-28. 20-point advantage for the Broncos. They'll bounce it in. Grace McFall's in the paint. He'll float one up. Right-handed hook shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound controlled by number 1, Chris Olsen. Across the timeline with the pass left side, Trey Baker. He'll dribble in. He'll go baseline. Float one up. Good. Trey Baker with a good shot. 5'8". Pretty good body control there. 50, 28, 30, 22 point advantage for the Broncos. 5:55 left. We're in the third quarter. Outside the arc. Going to go from the corner baseline. 3-point shot. Peyton Aller wouldn't go. Got his own board. Kicks it out. Right side. 3-point shot. Good. Kellen Williams for 3. Kellen Williams on the season has shot 87 3-point shots. It's 30%. Going to be a 30-second timeout called. 5:44 left here in the third quarter. 50-31. Cuts the lead to 19. We'll mention this game is brought to you by Edward Jones Tipton. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and the encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Kurt D. Hare, your Tipton Edward Jones financial advisor. For all of your investment needs, call 765-675-9535. That's Edward Jones. That's edwardjones.com. Ball's going to be brought in backcourt. Broncos, uncontested. They'll be picked up at half court by Kellen Williams. We'll dribble to the timeline. Trey Baker. He'll slow it up across the timelines. We're going to have there in the center circle. Stationary dribble, calling out some directions. 5:33 clock moving. Going to get a screen from H. We'll work it back out. Gavin Pritzel will drive the lane, kick the ball back out, 3-point shot, right elbow extended, shot would go, taken by Drew Gibson. Rebound Tipton, Isaac Humrichhouse with the board to the front court. Kellen Williams, they flit one up off the glass, shot wouldn't go, fight to the board there. They're going to whistle a foul, and the official pointed at Gavin Pritzel. Let's see what happened. They call the ball out of bounds off of Pritzel. So no foul. Blue Devils going to bring it in. Left of the bucket on the baseline, Kellen Williams. Williams gets it in. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Working out left side. Kellen Williams, free throw line. He'll dribble it in. Float one up. Couldn't get it. Rebound goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by a Bronco. I guess that was going to be number 22, Aiden H. 6'5" senior. He was working there against Grayson. Ball's going to be brought in again. Kellen Williams left of the bucket on the baseline. They toss it in tall. 15, Dakota Garman. Garman drives the lane. There was some bumping going on. There was an attempt to draw a foul, no whistle. And Dakota Garman gets his first 2 points in the ballgame. 50-33, 17-point advantage. There'll be a traveling violation outside. Uncontested. And Trayshawn Baker took a step. I think the passing lane closed up, and he couldn't make the pass. So they give the ball back to Tipton. So on the dribble in the front court, Kellen Williams. 4:40 left here in the third quarter. 50-33. Blue Devils trail by 17. In the paint, off the glass, 2-point shot. Grayson McFall couldn't get it. Got his own board. Went back up with the shot. Couldn't get it. Isaac Humrichhouse goes up with a shot. He got his own board. And he'll try a second shot. 4 attempts there. Couldn't get a bucket in the front court. Trey Baker, 3-point shot, good. Right of center. Trey Baker shooting 34% from 3-point land. 53-33. 4:08 left here in the third quarter. Picking up the dribble, Kellen Williams. Cross-court skip pass. Grayson McFalls, he'll bounce it in baseline. Isaac Humrichhouse, inside-out play. 3-point shot long off the rim for Kellen Williams. Going up to board the basketball. Gavin Pritzel, they'll work it up ahead. And they'll get an easy layup. That's number 15, Drew Gibson, with a nice baseball pass to the front court from Gavin Pritzel. 3:42 on the game clock. On the dribble. Will be a reach-in foul. Gavin Pritzel having a hard time keeping up with Peyton Aller. When Peyton Aller decides to go, And he's got some wheels. And Gavin Pritzel reached in there to slow him up. Picks up his second foul in the ball game. The ball's going to be brought in slightly in the front court by Dakota Garment. Going to be three guys guarding. Going to be one guarding the basketball to bounce it in. Back court slightly. Picked up by Peyton Aller. He'll cross the timeline at a walk pace. Picked up there by Gavin Pritzel on the dribble. He'll hand off. Kellen Williams, he'll dribble in. Right-handed off the glass, got the bucket. Aiden H was right there again, pretty near goaltend again, but Kellen Williams got the bucket off the glass. 55-35, 20-point advantage for the Broncos. Broncos call a timeout. They call a 30-second timeout. And we'll also mention today's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Hope Jewelers. They're in Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton. They're at 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton. Reach them by phone at 765-675-9720. Hope Jewelers are open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9:30 to 2. It's Hope Jewelers in Tipton. Ball's going to be brought in backcourt. Lafayette Jeff. Broncos. 3:23 left here in the third quarter. 55-35. Broncos in front. We're going to in the front court. Trey Baker. Now Aiden H out top. He'll hand the ball off. Chris Olsen. Back pedal dribble. Behind the arc. Picked up by Dakota Garman. Gavin Pritzel going to jump shot. The free throw line shot wouldn't go. Rebound. Isaac Cumminghouse. He'll outlet right left side. Kellen Williams. Williams brings it across the timeline. They're working to the corner left side. Dakota Garman. He'll bounce it in just outside the paint. Baseline to Grayson McFalls. He'll work his way in. Left-handed off the glass. A little bit strong. Wouldn't go. They'll go to the front court in a hurry. Trey Baker off the glass just before Grayson McFalls swats the basketball. It's good for Trey Baker. 57-35. 22-point advantage for the Broncos. In the front court of the basketball, Peyton Aller works at left side. Dakota Garment. They'll work at right elbow. Grayson McFalls hands off. Peyton Aller going up with a further shot. Wouldn't get the bucket this time, but he will shoot two. And they quickly help him back up off the surface. And they're going to call this on Trey Baker. Trey Baker picks up foul number 3 in the contest. And Coach Barnheiser, for the moment, going to keep him in the ball game. 2:26 left. Third quarter clock. 2 shots awarded to Peyton Aller. First shot up. Good. They'll get one more. Peyton Aller. Now 23 points in the ball game. He is averaging just above 16. As mentioned, he did get 30 last night. Second shot up. Also good. Got both of them. They're going to stop play. They're going to allow Quinn Smith in the ball game after the made basket. Kellen Williams going to take a breather. And it's going to be brought in from the backcourt. Going to be tossed in by Chris Olsen. Now Trey Baker. Trey Baker will dribble it. And a trot pace to the timeline. Picked up there by Quinn Smith. On the dribble out top. 3-point shot straight away. Wouldn't go. Shot taken by Chris Olsen. Rebound Karams picked up by Peyton Aller. They'll bring it to the front. Screened off. Grayson McFalls. McFalls going to take a 3. Good. That's right. Center. 6'8". Grayson McFalls for 3. McFalls picks up his 7th 3-point shot on the season. They'll work a right side. 57-40. 17-point advantage for the Broncos. Outside on the dribble, Trey Baker. They'll work a right side. Chris Olsen picked up by Owen Spidell. Outside the arc, we're going to back around. Chris Olsen on the back pedal dribble will reset the offense from the center circle. Picked up there strong by Owen Spidell. He cut off there, double team. Grayson McFalls will bring it back out. Working on the dribble. Now going to drive hard to the hoop. Left-handed off the glass, right side. Wouldn't get the shot to go, but he got fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the foul shot line. So Quinn Smith picks up the foul. He's got 1 in the contest. At the foul shot, number 0, Trey Baker. He shoots 77% from the foul line. He gets 5'8". Makes a big difference. Got the first one. Zach Ridgway going to check in the game for the Blue Devils. He wears 33. Taking a breather is Grayson McFall. Well, he gets some good congratulatories as he enters the bench area. Second shot also good. Trey Baker, as mentioned, 77% free throw shooter, 59-40. 19-point advantage for the Broncos. Ball's in the front court, Blue Devils. 1:12 left here in the third quarter. Peyton All are going to dribble in. He'll go off the glass, couldn't get the bucket. Fighting for the board there, and they're going to whistle a foul. They're going to whistle this foul on Tipton. 33, Zach Ridgway. He was crashing the boards, had a couple of Broncos in front of him. So he'll pick up his first foul in the contest. Both teams here in the third quarter have 2 fouls each. 1 minute left. The front court, Chris Baker, should say Trey Baker. Now Baker out top, working the basketball. Working against him is Quinn Smith. Jump shot right there for Chris Olsen would go. Rebound, H. He dishes it back out. 3-point shot. Gavin couldn't get it. That was Gavin Pritzel. 40 seconds left. Another opportunity in the front court for the Broncos. Going to dribble in the paint. 14-footer. Fade away good. Gavin Pritzel for 2. 61-40. 25 seconds left. Peyton All going to bring it to the timeline. He will out of walk pace. Being guarded closely at half court by Pritzel. He'll bounce pass outside near the center circle. Quinn Smith. 12 seconds left. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Now Quinn Smith going to dribble in. Going to go to the hoop. Couldn't get a shot to go. Pritzel with the rebound. 3 seconds left. Going to be a shot at the buzzer. Olsen just missed out in front of the Bronco bench from 3-point land. Wouldn't go. So that's going to take us to a fourth quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, Lafayette Jeff Broncos 61. Tipton Blue Devils 40. Checking in the ball game during this timeout. Lafayette Jeff going to be number 11, Avery Hanrahan, and also back in the game, number 5, Kean Thompson. And I want to remind you once again that tomorrow, the IHSAA going to have the pairing show. That's a highly visual pairing show. A lot of people going to be tuning in. It is presented by the Indiana Pacers and the Indiana Fever. The pairing show going to start tomorrow night at 6 p.m. It'll be a 2-hour program at 6 p.m. is Eastern Time, the 116th annual IHSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament Pairing Show. It'll be streamed exclusively on IHSAATV.org or radio simulcast. You can capture that at any of the Champions Network stations. And if you miss both of them the next day, you can go online to IHSAA.org and you can see all the pairings on Monday. So alternate possession arrow gives it to Tipton. Fourth quarter, brought in by Dakota Garment. Crossing the timeline, picks up the dribble. Peyton All working into Owen Spidell. They're working back in. Grayson McFalls go baseline. McFalls turnaround jumper wouldn't go. Rebound out of there collected by Avery Hanrahan. To the front court on the dribble. We're going to back out Kean Thomas. Now, number 0, Trey Baker going to reset the offense. Out top, he'll pick up a screen from Avery H. Aiden H. And he'll go in outside. 3-point shot wouldn't go for Baker. And rebound out of there picked up by Peyton Aller. 61-40. 21-point advantage for the Broncos. 7:20 left. We're in the fourth quarter. We're at Tipton High School. On the dribble, Quinn Smith. Outside the arc, Dakota Garment. He'll bounce past in baseline. Driving baseline there was Grayson McFalls. Got his own board. Got his board again. 3 opportunities and got the bucket in the paint. 6'8", Grayson McFalls. Having a good game. We're working back around. Outside, working it back around. And Ray Baker, he'll bounce to the baseline. Aiden H, he'll back his way in. He'll go off the glass. He'll get the bucket. Left-handed shot from the left side. I don't know how he found that angle, but he got the bucket. 63-42 on the dribble, Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller, back pedal dribble. Working against him is Gavin Pritzel. Peyton Aller, junior class member from the corner. Grayson McFall, 3-point shot, good. He's 2 for 2. 3-point land in this ball game. The board says he's got 8 points. I'm not sure. I thought it's more than that. Outside the arc would go. Trey Baker tried a 3-point shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Grayson McFalls. McFalls averaging almost 7 rebounds a game for the Blue Devils. Back pedal dribble, Owen Spidell. Hands the ball off, Peyton Aller. He'll dribble in. Kick it back out, Quinn Smith. He'll launch a 3. 3-point shot, good. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith shooting above 33%. From 3-point land, he nails number 6 of the season. Timeout call. 5:48 left. 63-48. Broncos by 15. 5:48 left here in the fourth. We'll also mention tonight's ball game being brought to you by Munchies. It's Munchies Ice Cream and Bake Shop. Have you driven downtown Arcadia, Indiana lately? Check out Munchies. Munchies Ice Cream and Bake Shop. In addition to ice cream and milkshakes and soda sippers, their cookies are just like Grandma used to make, baked from scratch. Their winter shop hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I'll mention they have chocolate chip snickerdoodle, sugar cookies, and more. Munchies Ice Cream and Bake Shop. They're located at 151 West Main Street, Arcadia. No order too big, no order too small. Dial them up 463-325-8679. Ball's going to be brought in. Backcourt. Brought in by Pritzel. They'll break the press with the pad. To the front court, Pritzel's going to take a 3-point shot. Good. Out in front of the bench area for Lafayette Jets. 3-point shot for Pritzel. 66-48 on the dribble. Quinn Smith, now back pedal dribble. Behind the arc, picked up there. By Baker. Back pedal dribble. He'll work it in now. Free throw line. He'll dribble through the paint. Float one up. Shot going to go. Fighting for the board. Grayson McFalls ends up with the basketball. Now Dakota Garman takes a 3. Left-handed. Right elbow extended. Garman for 3. And Dakota Garman nails his 4th 3-point bomb on the season. He's above 38% from 3-point land. 5:02 left. Fourth quarter, 66-51. Back to a 15-point advantage for the Broncos. Out top, back pedal dribble, center circle. Picks up the basketball, and Dakota Garman going to steal the basketball from him. Tipped away the pass, tracked it down, made the steal. That's Dakota Garman. Now Quinn Smith going to drive in. Quinn Smith drives in. They call it jump ball. Simultaneous possession. Quinn Smith jumped to shoot. They reached in, locked him up with the basketball. It came back down. Some people want to travel, but it's a jump ball. And the alternate possession arrow going to give it back to the Broncos. Brought in by Trey Baker. Going to bring it to the timeline. That's 15. Drew Gibson. To the corner, Chris Olsen now back out top. In the front court, Trey Baker. Trey Baker picks that back out. Drew Gibson. Now Pritzel. Pritzel's going to drive. He'll go baseline. Turnaround jumper. Short off the mark. Would go rebound. Aiden H. He'll save the basketball. He's back to Trey Baker. And Baker's going to take that drop step prior to getting the ball on the floor and earn the traveling violation. So back in the ball game for the Blue Devils. Number 32, Isaac Humrickhouse. Number 22, Kellen Williams. Taking a breather. Owen Spidell. And Quinn Smith. 4:17 left here in the fourth quarter. 66-51. Blue Devils an opportunity to cut into this lead. Peyton Aller going to drive. He couldn't get the shot to go. He'll shoot. He found a pass, went left side, went baseline. Got fouled in the act of shooting. He'll shoot 2 more. They're going to whistle this foul on 15, Drew Gibson. Gibson has 1 in the contest. 4:09 left here in the fourth. First shot, Peyton Aller, nothing but net. He'll get 1 more. Peyton Aller, as mentioned, is here tonight. He's got 25 in the ball game. Kind of putting the team on his shoulders a little bit. Ball rims out that time. Rebound, Aiden H. for the Broncos. To the front court, Trey Baker. Trey Baker crossing the timeline, being guarded there closer by Kellen Williams. They'll work at right side. Gavin Kritzel. Back out top, Drew Gibson. Right side, Olsen. Guarded there by Dakota Garman. Olsen going to get by Garman. They go up for a shot there. It's going to be deflected. Called a block shot for Kellen Williams. He comes down with the basketball. He's in the front court now. Crossover dribble. Elbow left side. Back out top. Works it to Dakota Garman. He'll go elbow right side and nail the two. Dakota Garman with two in a row, a 3 and a 2. That's the lead to 12. 3:25 left. Broncos in the front court. Gavin Pritzel. Center circle now. Triple threat available. He'll dribble right. That's Trey Baker. Kellen Williams guarding the basketball. They get it to Pritzel. Free throw line. He'll drive the lane off the glass. And Isaac Cumrickhouse is going to get a reach in there. Pritzel couldn't get the bucket, but he will get 2 shots. Isaac Cumrickhouse picked up number 3 in the contest. At the foul line, Gavin Pritzel. First shot, good. Nothing but net. Gavin Pritzel on the season. He leads the Broncos 88%. I say that there's a couple of guys that are 4 for 4 and 1 for 1. He got both of them. Gavin Pritzel, 88%. He's shot more than 30 foul shots this season. 3:08 on the game clock. Crossing the timeline, Peyton Aller. Going to hand off Kellen Williams. Left side, Dakota Garman launches a 3 from the corner, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for, finally picks it up. Pritzel saves it from going out of bounds. Dakota Garman playing good defense in the backcourt. They'll bounce pass. He'll pass out of it to the front court. Gavin Pritzel. Pritzel going to backpedal. They're going to allow him to shoot a step back 3, and that was an NBA type of footwork, and I'm surprised they allowed it to happen. That was absolutely a traveling violation, a non-call, and then a 3. The Blue Devils from the corner, Peyton Aller. Couldn't get the shot to go. They count the 3 from Gavin Pritzel. 71-54. They're working to the front court. Gavin Pritzel has 26 on the night. In the paint. 2-point shot, good. 22, Aiden H. In the front court, Kellen Williams. 2:07 left. He'll work it in. Grayson McFall's in the paint. They kick it back out. Kellen Williams, he'll drive in. Baseline, going to be swatted out of bounds. Aiden H gets the block, but the ball's going to be brought back in by the Blue Devils. So Aiden H is going to take a breather in the ball game for Lafayette Jeff, number 21, Sean Sims. Sean Sims, 6'4" junior. He's getting his feet wet here late in the ball game. In the paint, shot wouldn't go. Peyton Aller, they're going to call a foul. And they're going to whistle this foul. And a couple of players banged up there. Peyton Aller going to make sure he's okay. Might have got a shot in the mouth there. We hope he didn't lose a tooth. I have seen that happen. Seth Small at Hamilton Heights did absolutely lose a tooth on a dive for a basketball. Larry Bird style dive. 1:44 on the game clock. We're going back in. Olsen now back out top. Drew Gibson now bounce it in. Gavin Pritzel. They'll work it back out, working around the perimeter. And Trey Baker's going to drive the lane. He'll float one up, a finger roll. He'll get the bucket. Timeout called by Barnheiser. He to enter a player in the game. Coach Tommy Newton says that that's okay. And they're going to bring another player in off the bench. So we're going to see number 32 in the ball game, Torrey Davis, 6'4" senior for the Broncos. And I believe we'll double check here. 32, Torrey Davis. And I'm also number 2, Alex Jetson-Fonts. They call him the captain. 3-point shot, good. Grayson McFall nails his third 3-point shot of the ball game. 1:15 left here in the fourth. In the ball game for the Blue Devils, number 20, Jaron Aller. Number 40, Jake Clark. And number 3, Oliver Stewart. Oliver Stewart, a 6-foot sophomore. Jaron Aller, a 6'2" sophomore. And as you know, Jace Clark, a senior, one of the 3 seniors on this ball club in the front court. Move the basketball to Chris Olsen. Out top, Drew Gibson. Now back to Olson, back to Gibson. Gibson's going to dribble in to kick it back out to Olson. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 75-57. A palinome, if you will, on the scoreboard. We're going to back out over the right side. Number 1, Chris Olson. 45 seconds left. Out top, center circle, Drew Gibson. Another timeout called by Coach Barnheiser. He wanted to get a couple more players in the game. Blue Devils going to take advantage of that. Going to send in Zach Ridgway, number 33, another senior. And in the ball game for Tipton is number 12, Gavin Arms. Gavin Arms, he's a 5'10 freshman. So working it in the front court. They'll bounce it in. On the dribble, we're going to get him, Jaron All. Get the ball back outside the arc. 3-point shot wouldn't go. That was 32, Torrey Davis. Rebound put back wouldn't go. That shot taken by number 2, Alex Desenfonts. And a fight for the board. And another offensive board for the Broncos. For the shot wouldn't go. Got the second. Rebound put back to go. And he'll shoot one. So 32, Torrey Davis nails the jumper left side of the glass in the paint, and he got fouled. So he'll pick up his first, I should say his first 2-pointer of the season. He couldn't get the 3-point play. But a rebound put back is good for Lafayette Jeff, 21, Sean Sims, 6'4", junior. The Blue Devils trying to bring it from the backcourt. All tipped out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Broncos. Lafayette Jeff, 3.6 left. 79-57 brought in. They'll run the clock out. They'll hold the basketball. That's DeFontes. And that's going to finish tonight's ball game. Final score here tonight. Lafayette Jeff, the Broncos 79. Tip the Blue Devils 57. And as mentioned, the Lafayette Jeff Broncos, their next game is going to happen next Thursday. Next Thursday, February 26th. In the Indianapolis Tinley, the Tigers will be at the Lafayette Jeff Broncos. And we do thank you for tuning in. And we'll also mention Tipton Blue Devils, their next game is going to happen on Tuesday. Next week, they've got a couple of games, Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday will be Lewis Cab right here with the Tipton Blue Devils. We thank you for tuning in. We thank my wife back home for sound check. We thank my dad for texting me a book, because that book was well worth reading for Coach Barnheiser and his family. We thank you again, and we'll mention, no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let it go. Keep the fire burning.